sad like windshield leaves that slowly leave the ground. Hey, you come back, I wanna give you a chance. Love me like you used to, so we can learn again.
Hello friends, how's it going? It's me, Betty Jean. So it's time for the weekly 3 Looks 1 Palette video. We did this one a little different today, which I'm sure you probably could have guessed judging by the amount of time this video is compared to my usual 3 Looks 1 Palette videos. I decided to ask you guys again if you liked my 3 Looks 1 Palettes just being voiceover or if you wanted talk through, and in the past they've just been pretty dead 50-50, so I just kind of kept it the same. And this time it was pretty much 50-50 again, but it leaned slightly, just slightly more to the talk through side, so I figured I would give that a shot, see how you guys like it. I feel like I kind of liked filming it this way, but I like filming it the other way too, so at this point I don't really have a preference. I'm sure editing this will be annoying because I'm very annoyingly chatty, but you guys seem to like that. Anyways, this week we are playing with the Affinity 2 palette from Certifeye. This just came out very recently. It was pre-order, and I finally got it at my house, and I just did my first impressions literally like 4 or 5 days ago it went up that I'm filming this currently, so I will have that down in the description if you haven't seen that video yet. But I really wanted to do a 3 Looks 1 palette with this ASAP. This color story is just super inspiring to me. I'm a blue and green eyeshadow lover, in case you're new here. It's pretty much my favorite thing ever next to yellow eyeshadows. I love it so much. I feel like the way this palette is kind of curated with the mostly being mattes and then just a few shimmers, a couple duochromes, it's very well rounded, and I feel like you can do quite a variety of looks. Even though it is a blue-green palette, the kinds of looks you can get out of it I feel like are pretty limitless, honestly. You can do a lot of different kinds of looks. I'm really liking this palette so far. I'll give you my final thoughts at the end of the video, but this is just kind of the quick little, this is what it looks like segment of the video. Anyways, as you saw from the intro, I did this very grungy, halo-y blue eye look. I did that really pretty two-tone blue-green look, and then I did that more tealy, greenish, duochromy goodness look. Let's just get into these tutorials. I'm not going to chat any longer because this is going to be a long video. Alright, hello, look number 1. It's very odd to be like actually talking, because this is my first talk through 3 Looks 1 palette video. But I already primed my eyes with the Smashbox lid primer in light. I always do that. I don't set it. Nothing new here, but if you are new here now, you know that's what I use to prime my eyes. So I want to do a two-tone look today, and I'm going to start by taking this blue shade right here. And I'm not going to try to pronounce these names because I'm not going to butcher them. So I'm going to start with this shade right here. And I just have kind of a smallish Wet n Wild blending brush, and I'm just going to start working that in the outer corner and then through the remainder of my crease. Yesterday is the day that I filmed for my first impressions video with this palette. I'll have that video down below. And I was so excited with that look, so I'm really excited to play with this palette again. And I really wanted to do a two-tone look because I just really wanted to do a very bold blue look and also a very bold green look, so I figured that is how I can get away with it. Today is Sunday. Zane and I are actually going to Orlando after I'm done filming. I talked about this in a Get Ready With Me that is posted before this video, but I paid for an Airbnb the day before Felix had to go back to the vet, so it was non-refundable, so I have no choice but to go now. We already have passes to Disney, so it doesn't cost anything to get in, but now we're just stuck trying to find something to do. But it's pouring rain. It sucks. I think it's going to be raining all day, so it's not even going to be a very fun Disney day. But we don't have money to go kill time inside anywhere, so it's just going to be a very wet day. So I don't know why I'm doing my makeup. It's a very pointless thing to do, but I just really wanted to play with this palette and start working on this video. And now I'm going to take this shade, the lighter blue, and I'm going to use a larger Wet n Wild blending brush to just buff out this edge. Nothing too crazy. I just want a nice gradient from the darker blue into the lighter blue, so it just blends nice and soft. Which I do feel like the darker blue by itself did blend out pretty nicely. I just, I like to use multiple shades in the crease. Just adds really pretty dimension to have multiple colors kind of going on all at the same time. I'm actually going to go ahead and work on that lower lash line, so I'm just going to take that same dark blue shade that I used first and that same brush and start smudging it all underneath the lower lash line. These blues seem to be behaving so well. I'm so impressed with this palette so far. And then using that same light blue on that same brush that I used with the light blue in my crease. I'm really liking the look of this so far. It's all just very smooth and doing its thing. So now for the lid, I'm gonna start by laying down some of the NYX Glitter Primer because I do that with any shimmer shade ever. And I'm just gonna pack that all over my lid itself. I love this product. I've actually had this particular glitter glue for probably like 4 years. It's been a very long time, but it still has so much product in it. This is gonna last me a lifetime. And now I'm gonna take this shade here and just take a large Wet n Wild shadow brush. I don't know why I'm only using Wet n Wild brushes in this video. I actually really like these dollar Wet n Wild brushes a lot. But I just want to pack this all across the lid, and wow, is that pretty. I was skeptical with these shimmers at first because I kind of swatched and played with them yesterday after I filmed my first impressions. I didn't film myself doing it. I was just doing it for my own enjoyment just to see how the shimmers kind of performed, because the one that I used in my first impressions really surprised me in a good way. And they don't swatch the most opaque looking. Like, they look beautiful, but they don't look like Juvia's Place intense, you know what I mean? But they apply to the eyes so insanely pretty and opaque, and I'm just obsessed. Such a pleasant surprise. For my inner corner, of course, I'm going to use this one. I'm probably going to use this for all of my inner corners. I use that to highlight my face again today. I'll probably use it for the remainder of the looks in this video. It's just such a pretty white blue duochrome. I think it's absolutely stunning. And I mean, this is where we're at for eyeball number 1, you know? Super easy. I'm gonna do pretty much the exact same thing on the other eye, but with the greens, but we're gonna do that together. And really that'll give you an extra look option too, because you could just wear these separate, but very blown out blue look. And now we're gonna do it with the green. I'm going to start by taking this green right here in the middle, and I have an identical brush to all of the brushes that I just used. So I'm going to start with the small Wet n Wild brush. And this I'm just going to do the same thing, tuck in the outer corner, start working it through the crease until I have that shape down the way I want it. And then we'll move forward. I think we're just going to kind of speed through this eye, because otherwise if I chit chat during all of these looks the way that I am, this video is going to be way too long and nobody will want to watch it. And now that that's laid down, I'm going to take this light neon-y green and I'm going to use that to blend out the edge. Just like I did on the other eye. I love two-tone looks and I haven't done them in so long, so this is quite fun. And then same thing, I'm taking some of the NYX Glitter Primer and popping that all across my lid. And then I'm going to dive into this shimmery green right here. And like I said, I have identical brushes to all of these, so I'm just taking the identical brush that I used for the other eye. And this is just gonna go all across my lid as well. And now highlighting my inner corner with that same inner corner highlight that I use on the other eye, because like I said, I'm gonna use this as my inner corner highlight in all these looks because it's just so pretty. And now to just kind of tie things together, I didn't want to do like a blue liner and a green liner, and I didn't want to wear all blue or all green, so I'm gonna put yellow in both of my waterlines because it's cute. And I'm actually wearing this Sprite shirt and it kind of has blue and yellow and green, so that'll just all make it cohesive, you know? This is the Colourpop Punch Liner. I'm obsessed with this. It's my favorite thing in the world. And once I'm done popping this in my waterline, I'm going to go off camera, throw on my lashes, something on my lips, and I'll come back to share with you what I used. So this is the final look for look number 1. I really like it a lot. And I ended up actually taking some of the Yellow Goodbye mascara from Colourpop under my bottom lashes, on my bottom lashes, just for a little extra yellow pop, and I think it looks really cute and summery just with this whole look together. My lashes are the Sugarpill Plush lashes, and I went with, of course, my Dose of Colors Over the Top gloss again because I just can't stop wearing it. I'm obsessed with it. It's just so easy to wear and it goes with everything. But I like this first look. I think it's really cute. I'm going to now finish getting ready and go brave the rain. Have a very fun rainy day at Disney. At least Disney's just the happiest place ever, so it'll be fine. Let's move on to look number 2 now. All right, hello, it's time for look number 2. It is literally the next day from yesterday's look. Or look number 1 as the way you're seeing it. I don't know why I didn't prime my eyes before I turned the camera on. It's just one of those days, you know? We went to Animal Kingdom yesterday. Immediately after I filmed that look, we survived the rain. It took an extra hour to get to Orlando because of the rain, but we survived the rain. It stopped raining precisely 20 minutes after we arrived in Animal Kingdom and everyone else had left, so we had the whole park to ourselves. It was fantastic. Anyways, I don't know what look we're gonna do, but I really want to play with kind of these tealy ones today. We'll see what happens. I'm literally doing this look for no reason. It's 7:45. I'm literally leaving at 9 o'clock to pick Morgan up for the gym, so this one's just for you. But anyway, I think I'm gonna start with this one that I'm not gonna pronounce. And I'm just gonna dip in with that first small brush that I used in yesterday's look, but I did wipe it off so it's clean enough. And we're just gonna go right into it. I'm just going to be tapping this heavily in the outer corner of my eye. I think that looks pretty. I don't have my contacts in, so I can't really see. We're just playing a risky game of blind makeup application. I don't know what kind of mood I'm in right now. We just watched the Zac Efron Ted Bundy thing on Netflix. I very much enjoyed it. It stressed me out a lot. It was very odd because I found myself rooting for him in that movie, but obviously he is the bad guy, and I had to keep reminding myself of that. I thought it was very well done. And it's cool just because it does make you feel that sensation on why so many people believed him. So I thought it was really well done. But yeah, I'm just wrapping this pretty much all around my eye. I'm turning into a teal raccoon at this moment. I mean, honestly, it's applying very nice. I'm not having weird patchiness or anything. It's just kind of going on. It's doing what I wanted it to do. And now I'm gonna take this one right here, which is a lighter kind of tealy, greeny kind of color. And I'm just gonna work that kind of right at that edge where the first shade kind of meets my skin, just to begin to start blending everything out. This is a fluffy Colourpop brush, by the way. Love Colourpop's brushes. I want all of them and many of them. I would be so happy. I love this blending brush in particular. It's the E2. It's just very fluffy and really good at just laying down those more transition-y shades because it just disperses the product really, really well. I'm going for very blown out with this look, by the way. It's what I've officially decided now that we're this far into the blending process. I want it very blown out and smoky. I'm pretty sure I'm going to incorporate glitter in this look as well, so stay tuned. Now I'm going to dip into this lighter kind of pastel-y green shade, and I'm just taking a clean blending brush. And I just want to tuck this just kind of along the very outside edges of everything, just to keep that gradient going, you know? Just blended my actual eyeball. That's fantastic. So I'm liking the amount of blown outness that this is. I know it's very extreme and it's a lot, but once I have both eyes done and my lid's done and I have my lashes on and my eyeliner and all that stuff, it's gonna flow together. But obviously if you wanted a more tame version of what I'm doing, just don't blend it out quite as far. But this is just what I was going for. I think I've mentioned this before, but sometimes I like to tap my beauty sponge just around the edges because it just helps soften things up even more, especially with very blown out looks. It just melts everything into the skin and it's so nice, because I just want it to look like I naturally look like this, you know? So now I'm taking my NYX glitter primer and I'm popping this on my lid because I'm going to lay down one of those shimmers. And like I said in the first look, I lay this down with every shimmer ever because I just like the way it looks. And I actually want to take the shade that I use as my face highlight and inner corner highlight, and I really want to play with this all over the lid. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I might only do it in the first half, but we'll see. Ooh, yes. I'm going to attempt also to kind of do a faux cut crease with this. So I'm using my Precise brush and I'm just going right up against where I want there to be like, almost like it looks like I carved it out with concealer. I think my main problem though is I didn't technically put glitter glue on my actual brush, and I like the brush to be kind of sticky as well. So I just put some on the brush really quick, put it back on my eye, and now I'm gonna dive in again. Oh, this duochrome shade is just everything to me. It's so pretty. It's not insanely opaque enough to give that effect right off the bat, but it does build up nice enough to, I feel like, kind of give that effect that I'm going for. I'm now, however, gonna revisit this shade here because I think it's absolutely heavenly. And I'm just gonna use that same brush, but I'm gonna flip it over so it's the opposite side of it. And I wanna work that in the outer half of this action. And it's more just gonna kind of blend into the outer corner back here, but kind of towards this middle portion, I still want it to look as faux cut creasy as possible. And once this is all laid down, I might abort mission and just have it all blend together, but for now I want to try that, just because I want to be able to see if these shimmers are capable of doing that for me, you know? It's a really cool transition of colors across my lid. I think that's quite delightful. Honestly, I feel like that looks pretty okay. I'm not mad at that at all. I'm gonna take that same duochrome shade on a little brush just to pop in my inner corner, nothing too crazy. I just want a little highlight spotlight moment right in the inner corner of my eye. I'm going to leave that just like that, but I am going to grab an eye pencil. This one is Teaspoon from Colourpop. And I want this to go right in my waterline. Sorry if this is disgusting to any of you. Now I ordered 2 of the rainbow glitters from Strobe Cosmetics and they were so kind enough to just send me all of them with my order. So that was very sweet. I think I want to use Nimbus. It's really pretty. It has like a really nice yellow gold kind of reflect. I think it could go quite nicely with this look. Ooh, that's quite nice. It has a lot of green shift to it, so I'm 100% using that. I'm going to, where is it? Take my NYX primer, and I'm gonna use that same brush that I use with my inner corner. And I'm just going to kind of tap it right in that inner corner highlight region. And yeah, I totally could have just used the glitter, but I like having that base color underneath just so that in case I don't fully cover that area, because I don't necessarily want it to look chunky. I just want it to look like a cute little sparkle. Ooh. Hello, I love, oh my god. I can't remember if this is even one of the 2 that I ordered, but I'm really glad I have this one. I feel like I ordered the yellow one for sure, and maybe this one. Maybe it was the pink, maybe it was the blue, I don't know. I just know that I'm so thrilled I have this. That's nice. And it's very much sporadically spread, like it's going fairly far down in certain spots because I didn't want it to look precise. I just wanted it to look like a fairy just kind of threw up on my eyeball. Anyways, this is one eye done. I'm gonna do the other, throw on my lashes, find something for my lips, and I will show you the final look. So this is the final look for look number 2. I went with my Sugarpill Plush lashes. Again, I think that's what I wore in look number 1. And on my lips, I have a Sugarpill Bullet Lipstick in the shade Cubby. I thought it was cute and springy and summery. Springy and summery. That time of year, you know, that time of year that's not my favorite. But I really like the way this all looks together. I might like this look more than yesterday's look. I think this is how it's gonna be if I do these talk through styles especially. I'm always just gonna rave over the one I'm currently wearing because I just love it. I love what's going on with this double duochrome, so quadruple chrome. That's going across my lid right now. It's so pretty. I love these tealy greens all in my crease and under my lower lash line. I think it all just flows really well. So far so good with this palette, guys. I'm really not having too many issues, like, at all. At this point, I think the only shade I haven't used is this one and maybe this one. So I'm definitely going to do something incorporating that purple tomorrow, and I'm really excited. But yeah, that's it for look number 2. Let's move on to look number 3. Good morning, good morning. It's day 3, look 3. The next day it's Tuesday. And I don't know what look I'm gonna do. I know I want to play with that purple shade like I talked about last night, or in look number 2. I have already primed my eyes with the Smashbox Lid Primer in Light, as with the other 2 looks, and I guess we're just gonna jump into it. I wanna do a very bluey purple look, I think, and I definitely wanna use this duochrome because I've yet to use that as well. And we'll just see what happens. There's a high chance I'm gonna put glitter in this look too, just because, like I said, I have those Strobe Cosmetics glitters, and I actually just got my order from Apocalyptic Beauty. Where is it? You guys have been amazing and actually shopping on their site and using my code, which is awesome. I didn't think people would actually do that, so because of that, I get store credit, and I was able to get a glitter, which is nice because otherwise I would not have this. But this one is in the shade Bebop Moon, and it looks really cute, and I think that would look really pretty with a bluey purple look. So we'll see. I have some options, and I guess we should just get into it. So I'm gonna dip into that purple shade first off, and I just have a small blending brush and a cat hair on my face. And I'm gonna start by just packing this in the outer and inner corner of the eye. I think I wanna do kind of a halo eye with this look, but we shall see. I'm just going to be packing that shade down where I want it. And then once I have less product on the brush and the inner and outer corner are kind of built up the way I want them to be, I will merge them more towards the center. This purple seems to be performing pretty well so far. It's acting pretty much the same as the other mattes in the palette. I know I said I want to do a halo, but I also think I want it to be kind of winged out. I'm going to start smoking this out underneath that lower lash line as well, just all the way from inner to outer corner. Perfect. This is exactly how I'm going to leave it. To blend this out, I think I'm just going to kind of take a mixture of the two lighter blues, and I'm just taking that on a Wet n Wild blending brush, and I'm just going to start working that in. This might be too light to really blend this purple out. I might have to go in with an in-between shade. But I knew I did want these lighter blues kind of in that blend. Yeah, I definitely want an in-between shade, so I'm going to take this one right here and just dip in pretty lightly with kind of a medium-sized blending brush from Luxie. This is the 229. And I want this to go right in between those lighter blues and the purple shade. Use my beauty sponge to blend that outer corner just a tad bit more. I definitely had to work a little bit harder to blend out that purple than I did with like the greens or the blues in my other looks, but I mean, it wasn't that hard. It just took a little bit more time, but it wasn't bad or anything. But I do want to deepen it up just a tiny bit, so I want to go in with this shade right here. I'm just taking that on a little blending brush. And this one's just going to be focused right on the lid in the inner and outer portion of the eye, and I'm also going to smoke it out underneath that lower lash line. Sorry if I'm not very chatty in this look. I'm very sleepy. It's still the morning time, and I just had such a hard time waking up this morning. I need like a week-long break just to sleep, for real. I'm taking a pretty clean brush just to really attack these outer edges. And now I'm ready for that blue duochrome shade, and of course I'm taking my NYX glitter primer first. I'm just going to pat that all over pretty much just the blank part of my lid, and then using that same finger, actually I'm going to dip right into that shade because I've yet to use these with my finger yet, so I want to see what happens. Wow. It's magical, man. I'm just gonna take and just kind of smudge that edge. Nice and simple. Wow, that's so pretty. And I'm not even gonna lift the palette up because you guys don't even need to see it, but I'm taking that duochrome shade. I didn't even highlight my face with this yet. I guess I can show you guys how I highlight my face with this shade. Because I forgot to do it. I was thinking at the beginning that this wasn't gonna be my favorite look, but it might just be. Taking a highlighting brush, Just gonna target all the areas of my face that I like to highlight. I think it looks really, really pretty, and it flatters this palette so well to have this shade all over my face. I feel like an alien princess. And then I just tap my sponge over everything just so it meshes into the skin nicely. So now for my waterline, I'm gonna take the NYX Faux Blacks in the shade Midnight and pop that in my waterline. And now at this moment, I'm gonna do the other eye, and then we'll come back and do the glitter because I don't wanna dirty up one of these brushes with glitter just to have to do the other eye next. So I'll be right back. So this is where we're at with both of the eyes done. I like the way it looks. It's very grungy and just blown out and a blue miracle. So now I'm gonna take that Bebop Moon glitter from Apocalyptic Beauty, which you can use my code beautbean to save 15% if you are interested. And I'm just gonna use my NYX glitter primer, and I'm just gonna use that brush that I used with the first shade, that purple shade, but I wiped it off so it's pretty clean. Taking some of that glitter glue, I'm going to, I think, focus it in the inner portion of the lower lash line, and I'll always potentially add more. So I'm just gonna dip right into that glitter. Ooh, it's so cute. I like this. Obviously, you don't have to add the glitter, but I like adding glitter when I can, so that's what I did. I'm going to now throw on my lashes and find something for my lips, and we'll finish this up. So this is the final look for look number 3. For my lashes, I went with the same Sugarpill Plush lashes, and on my lips, I used the Apocalyptic Beauty Hydrangea liquid lipstick, and again, you can use my code if you are interested. I really like this lip color. It's my first time wearing it. It's only slightly different than my natural lip color, but I like that I don't know, I just like this tone. I think it's pretty, and I think it complements this look very nicely. It's nice and cool toned. I'm happy with this look a lot. I don't know which look was my favorite. I don't know, I'm gonna have to mull it over when I'm doing the outro and giving my final thoughts on this palette. But I like this look a lot. I think it's really pretty. And I guess let's just move on to the end of the video. That's it, those are my looks. What did you think? Which look was your favorite? Thinking back on it, I really liked all of them, but I really liked the second look, the one with all the tealy greens and all those duochromes across the lid. It was so pretty. I really liked that look. But I also really liked my look in my first impressions video. That's a totally different look, but same palette. I loved that look a lot. Honestly, I'm really happy with this palette. I didn't experience really any issues. The purple was probably the most tricky to work with just because it took a little more effort to blend it out, but it wasn't bad. It wasn't hard to do. I obviously haven't used every shadow like blended out extremely in the crease or anything, but I used them all, I feel like a decent enough amount to get a good general idea of this palette. So far I really like it. It was pricey. I think US dollars it breaks down to around $35 for the palette, which the palette itself isn't that expensive, but with shipping and stuff I think I paid between $50 and $55, which if this palette were to come out right now I literally wouldn't be buying it because I just can't afford that right now. I'm so happy I was able to pre-order it when I did though, because I'm so happy to have this in my collection. I can easily see this becoming one of my favorite palettes, not even kidding. One of you already suggested that I do a palette bingo with this, so I want to try to do that pretty soon. I also really want to do a palette bingo with this and the Paulina palette because Blush Tribe and Certifeye are like sister companies and I own one palette from each of them. So I kind of wanted to do that, but let me know what you think. I want to know if you have this palette, what are your thoughts on it, things like that. Like I said, I'm really happy with it so far. I'm glad I got it. I've had a lot of fun playing with it the last few days and I'm not going to stop anytime soon. So just expect to see it pop up here and there. I swear I'm gonna hit pan on this because I love this duochromy white shade. It's so freaking pretty. Anyways, I don't really think I have anything else left to say. I don't want to chat too long in this outro just because the video itself was very long. I always get nervous posting long videos because I just feel like nobody wants to listen to me talk that long. So if you made it this far, leave me an animal emoji. I like knowing who actually stuck around the whole video. And also just let me know, like I said in the beginning, if you liked the talk through style or if you want me to go back to voiceover. The voiceover is obviously a lot more just straight to the point. This is what I'm doing. That's it. No fluff, no chit chat. So just let me know what you prefer and I will take note of it. Let me know which palettes you want me to do 3 Looks 1 palettes with in the future, and I guess that's about it. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. If you're not already, please hop over to my Instagram. It's beautbean. Follow me there. I post every single day, and don't forget to subscribe here before you leave. I post at least 5 days a week, but it's usually 6 or usually 7. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Okay, bye.